friends. Today we're going to make some macaroni and cheese with some meatloaf that we're having. And I'm going to make the macaroni and cheese in the Instapot, and it only takes 3 minutes. So the first thing we do, well, I'll tell you the ingredients first. What I use just plain old macaroni. This is a Walmart brand, a 1 pound box. We're going to use some chicken broth or stock. We're just going to use about that much Velveeta, some butter, and 2 cups of cheese. Okay, so pour this in here. Can you see? You want to come back? I'll let come over here. There's your 1 cup or your 1 pound deal of elbows. You can use water. You don't have to use chicken broth, but to me it just kind of gives it a better flavor. And one of these is almost actually too much, but we're going to go ahead and I'd say there's about this much left in this box. So see down in there? It just barely covers the macaroni. Okay. Now we're going to put it on sealing. I have one that goes this way and one that goes in the middle, so I always have to look. So we're going to put that on sealing, and then we're going to put it on for 3 minutes. So I'm just going to use the manual button. It's already on 3. Probably last time I made macaroni and cheese when we were camping. And it'll go by itself on start. And we'll come back and I'll show you how we do the rest. And it's going to be delicious. It's been naturally releasing for 2 minutes. So we're going to go ahead and turn it. Whoops, and let it finish. Natural, a quick release. We're going to do a quick release, what they call. And when that finishes doing its thing, we'll open it and we'll show you the rest. How we put the cheeses and butter and bake it. Alright, it's finished releasing and the pin has dropped, so we can open it. And we'll just put that over there. Now, Caleb, come over here and and look. See how it used up most of that juice? There's just a little bit of juice. That's what we want. Okay? It's mainly used up. And I probably could have used all of that juice up, but okay. So now we're going to pour it in our pan here. We're going to do about 2 tablespoons of butter. This is a very, very good butter we like to use. It's not, look how yellow that is. It means it's a good butter. We're going to do about 2 tablespoons of it. Okay, and then we're also going to do, where'd my spoon go? We're going to do probably about 8 ounces of, see how you got that like that? We're probably going to do about this much. That would be 8 ounces of Velveeta. Because we're also going to be using that other cheese. I like Velveeta, but I don't love it. So I would prefer to use a good cheddar. One of those things that, to me, it can get overpowering. So we're going to cut that up like that. I'm going to go ahead and put like a cup of cheese. I know how much cheese is in here. There's 2 cups of cheese, so I'm going to go ahead and put half of that cheese. That's maybe a little bit more than a cup right there. That's okay. And now I'm going to salt and pepper. Not going to use a lot of salt because that broth has salt in it, but I'm going to add a little bit more salt, just a dash, and then we like pepper, so I'm going to put pepper in it. And then once all these start melting, I'm going to add a little milk. And then we're going to stick it in the oven and let it finish baking. If you'll notice, these noodles are not all the way done. They are about 3/4 done. So they're still not where you would like to eat them. 3 minutes was, if you wanted to not do it in the oven, you could probably do it in the Instapot for 4 minutes, and it would be where you could just add your ingredients like this and just serve it just like that. But I have one son that likes it baked. Before I add my milk, I want all of this cheese to be melted and stirred in. You can use canned milk or you can use regular milk. I'm going to use regular milk today. So I'm going to let that melt just a little bit and then stir it up some more before I add my milk, so it'll melt faster. You'll see that the cheese is pretty much melted in there, but look how dry it is. I don't like dry macaroni cheese. So we're going to add probably about 3/4 of a cup of milk. And it might look like, oh, I added too much milk, but you got to remember that these noodles are still going to be cooking in there, and they're going to absorb that. So you want it to be kind of pretty wet. We're going to add a little bit more. Probably going to end up being about a cup of milk. See the consistency of that? Okay. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to bake this for about 15 minutes. And you're going to stir it in between there. I would say probably about every 5 or 6 minutes. Just give it a good stir. And then the last 5 minutes, we're going to put the rest of this cheese on top. And during that time, if you feel like, oh, it's dry, it's getting too dry, because we like it. We like our macaroni and cheese kind of, well, we just like it really moist. And so if you feel like, oh, it's dry, just add a little bit of milk in there. And then it won't be dry. So there we go. We're going to go ahead and put that in the oven, and we're going to give it a little stir in between 5 minutes here and 5 minutes there, and then the last little bit we're going to put the last cup of cheese on top, and there you go. Okay, this has been in here for about 10 minutes, but look, see how it's getting a little bit dry? We like ours a little bit more moist. So I'm going to add a little bit more milk. And, I mean, it's not dry, but that's why you want to keep the edges stirred. But I'm just going to add just a little bit more milk. Just a splash or two. Like that. See that? That looks better. And then we're going to put the cheese on top. And put it back in there for just a couple more minutes, and then this will be done. Okay, I've pulled that out of the oven. I have one son that's already got a snitch out of it before dinner. So he said it was delicious. So we're going to put that on the table, and that's how you make your good macaroni and cheese.